Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Board YouTube channel for your pick and roll live stream here for the Tuesday NBA slate, April 8th, and quite a few games on the slate today for us to go through and to dish out some free picks. And the free picks have been rolling on the show lately. We're up 12 units on the season now after a 6-0 run. We were 4-0 with a sweep on Friday. Yesterday, 2-0 on a sweep as well. It's 2-0 borderline sweep, but hey, 6-0 run gets us up to, as I said, plus 12 units on the season. Yesterday's show, we had Lonnie Walker over 12.5 points at minus 110. He finishes with 29, easily covers that and then some. And then late on in the show, we added on Alec Burks over 2.5 threes. One of the chatters had that one sent in, and Pips liked enough to make it official at half a unit. Well, it did come through. We played it at plus 142. It closed at minus 128. So we got some great CLV there, and he ends up getting 3 exactly, which gives us the over, which gives us the 2-0 day. So yes, good run for the show. Let's keep things going here today. Drop a like if you enjoy along the way. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel as well to keep up to date with all of our content. And we'll bring in my co-host to get into the first pick of the day from Pips. Should we start with the San Antonio Spurs game here?
Yep.
The Spurs away at the Clippers. What do you have for us?
Yeah, so we are going to do Harrison Barnes under 15.5 points and assists for this one. But lately, the Spurs have been in games for like weird reason. They played Orlando. That was their game on back-to-back. They played this crazy game against the Denver without Jokic and everyone. They rested everyone, so they won that game. Then they lost by 1 against the Cleveland Cavaliers, and then another close game against the Portland Trail Blazers. So we've seen huge minutes for Harrison Barnes. But before that run, he was under in like 5 straight games where they were getting blown out. Even when the games were not blown out, he played 27, 24 minutes. So like, it's been late into the season. Harrison Barnes is one of the older guys on the team, and I think his minutes are about to go down, about to hit some decline. Looking at the games when he played between like 20 and 26, maybe even like 28 minutes, we can see that he covered this line in only 4 out of 36 games, averaging 11.1 points and assists. Okay, some games were with, now looking at games without Victor Wembanyama, only 2 out of 17 cover. So now the keys of the offense are in Vassell, Castle, and Keldon Johnson's hands. So they're not doing much to Barnes. And looking at the matchup-wise, we can see that Clippers are a tough matchup. They are top 10, 11, 10, 4 in all of his most dominant play types. Recently, Wings have not been doing great against the Clippers. Miles Bridges, Banchero, Wagner, PJ Washington, Marshall all failed to cover, not even close. The Clippers are healthy. The spread is 12.5. This should be a blowout, easy win for the Clippers. I don't still see the way Spurs compete in this one. So yeah, I think this is a really good bet. If you need to pivot under 13.5 points up to minus 120, seems like a good bet.
All right, there we go. We've got the under 15.5 points plus assists at minus 110 for Harrison Barnes. As Pip said, a couple of other options available for that play as well. So we'll keep it moving here. Let's go to the top of the slate here, quickly discuss the Atlanta Hawks game against the Orlando Magic. We've had some discussions in the chat about this one. I've made it known I really need the Hawks. I don't really need them, but it'd be nice if the Hawks lost this game. But what do you think for this one here? Both teams, are they still fighting for seeding in the play-in tournament at this point? Or, yeah, 1 game difference. This is a massive game for a home seed in the first round of the play-in tournament. How do you think this will go?
Yep. Very important game for both teams. They will compete highly. The spread is kind of on good side. I think Hawks covering makes a ton of sense, especially if you can get 4.5 anywhere. Expecting a close game, so 4.5 that sounds well for me. They already played twice this season, and one game Hawks won by 6. Next game they lost by 6. The game they lost by 6 was without Jalen Johnson, so maybe the most similar to this one. This was like the first post All-Star game. But let's talk about the Magic, who are now. We have Banchero, who is playing much better, and they won more games than they lost lately, but winning games against teams like uh, Wizards is not something incredible, or Spurs against the Clippers they lost. They did beat the Kings by a lot, but then they lost to the Dallas without half the team. So I don't know what to expect from this one. I would say Trae Young is the best player on the court, and he can create a ton. So in a game where team doesn't allow assist and doesn't allow any creation, it will be interesting to see. No bets on this one, but yeah, I think this will be highly. This is a playoff type of game for sure.
All right. Well, before we go to any other games here, let's give a shout out to our presenting sponsor on the board YouTube channel, the FanDuel Sportsbook. It's the final stretch of the NBA season. The playoff picture changing by the minute. Every three-pointer, every fourth quarter comeback means that much more. And with live betting on FanDuel, you can make the playoff picture a little prettier. So even if you missed the first few minutes of the game or want to bet on a fourth quarter comeback, you can make your picks from the first whistle until the final buzzer. I mean, it's not NBA, but we've seen some crazy comebacks in the NCAA tournament, especially in yesterday's championship game. We've seen some crazy comebacks in the NBA. We're going to see some crazy comebacks, I'm sure, this week. So you can make those picks at any time of the game. Plus, you can even combine your picks in the game into a same-game parlay for a shot at a bigger payout. But however you want to play, now is the perfect time to join. FanDuel have upped their starting offer. New FanDuel customers get started with $250 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. Just visit FanDuel.com/board to join today. That's FanDuel.com/board for your shot at $250 in bonus bets. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA, but must be 21 plus and present in select states. For Kansas and affiliation with Kansas or Kansas Star Casino, or 18 plus and present in DC. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit fanduel.com/RG. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat Connecticut or visit mdgamblinghelpline.org in Maryland. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts or call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY in New York. Now, we'll keep things moving here. We're going to skip through a couple of games here because I know, Pips, you're interested in the Minnesota game against the Milwaukee Bucks. What's the play for this game?
Oh, let me first see if it's still available. It's just it's Naz Reid over 10.5 points, minus 130, wildly available for this one. Matchup is pretty good. His win rate and against this line is also great on the season. We are only looking at the games when Edwards, Randall, Dante DiVincenzo, and Rudy Gobert played. He hit this over in 70% of the games, averaging 13.5 points. So this line is, in my opinion, way off. If you take a look at the last couple of games, he kind of struggled. But the one game was ejection. Last game against the 76ers, he scored 9 points on 0 from 5 from 3. Previous game covered against the Nets. Then some weird game against the Suns where he scored 9, was 1 bucket away. Then he had 20 against the Pacers, 15 against the Pelicans, 9 against the Pelicans where he shot 3 from 11. So when he isn't covering, that's mostly due to like poor shooting. If he shoots average in those minutes, he should cover this line more often than not. And the Bucks are a above average matchup for him for shooters. You can see lately like shooting wing centers, like small ball centers and shooting wings were covering easily. Jalen Smith, Vucevic, Abusele, Naz Reid himself in a game without I think it's without Gobert. He had 22 points and Topin and Abusela again. So yeah, I think this is a good one. And yeah, I think the line just off. I think this should be 11.5 juiced. Yeah.
There you go. Second play of the day. Naz Reid over 10.5 points, minus 130. Minus 130 you should be able to bet. Minus 135 would also be okay over there, and that one could see some movement through the day. Make sure you guys, if you're enjoying the stream, tailing the picks, you hit the like button, help drive us up in the YouTube algorithm. It only takes you a second, but does mean a lot for the channel. We'll go back to the FanDuel odds screen here to go through the rest of the games. Couples we're going to skip here. The Wizards plus 19 at Indiana and the Bulls plus 12 at Cleveland. We have Memphis minus 14 at Charlotte. Is that a game you want to discuss a little?
Yeah, I don't think so. Memphis. I mean, we can discuss it, but the lineup for Hornets is actually absolutely insane. It's KJ Simpson, Seth Curry, Josh Okogie, Miles Bridges, Mark Williams, Daquan Jeffries, Nick Smith, TJ and Salon. Just horrible. Like I don't know why is Miles Bridges still playing. Makes absolutely no sense. On the other side, healthy force Memphis trying to get themselves out of playing spot. John Moran, Desmond Bain, Jaren Jackson Jr. all playing new role for Zach Edey, playing 30 minutes every night, as I called it, like after the first game. And then the only game he didn't play many minutes was our game. This looks like a spot where Memphis should run away, like in the first quarter.
Yeah.
And even though they're not been playing that well lately, like this is just such a spot that it would be actually embarrassing to not run away.
Yeah, feel good about them winning this game. This is a must-win considering the standings. For sure.
Definitely.
And, also, concur, as many people would. Memphis will be able to win this one rather comfortably. Let's go to the next game then. We would like to discuss. We have a -3 spread in favor of the Brooklyn Nets at home to the Pelicans, two teams who have no desire to win this game. Absolute tank off in the final week of the season. Any thoughts from you on this one?
Zero,
well,
actually, yeah.
Let's see. We'll go down to the Western Conference time zone here for a couple of games near the bottom. We've got the Lakers away at OKC. 14.5 is the spread in this one. The Lakers, I mean, this is still a pretty important game for them. Let me see their schedule.
Rest time. They are going to rest.
I guess they're just going to throw this one away against the Thunder and gear up for Mavericks, Rockets, Blazers to end the season. I guess that's the goal.
Yeah, and I think that's a good decision. Don't think this is any they beat OKC, and now we will see some adjustments, and Lakers also adjusting to some stuff, and then this will end up like showing your cards to the OKC if they want to. Like they can match in the playoffs. So I think this is a good way to throw game, but this is the first night of back-to-back. I don't think they do this if this is not a first night of back-to-back. They have much more. They have a huge game tomorrow, so that they must win.
Mavs.
Yeah, that's a must win, and think it's a very important games, not just scheduling wise or like laddering on the standings. It's Lakers against the Mavs, first game after the trade. So they don't want to rest Luka Doncic for that game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So, I mean, with a 14.5 spread, made sense. Obviously, rest.
I would say
any betting wise you're looking at?
No, I would say the game tomorrow. I think Lakers are -5 against.
Yeah, FanDuel actually already has lines up for this game. 5.5 for the Lakers.
I think they are covering this.
Yeah, I also just looked at this and went,
Especially if they are resting tonight. Like they have such a huge rest to play fucking Mavericks, and Luka will do like everything in his power to win this game.
It is an
I
away
think
game, but even still.
Dallas sucks. Like they just can't get any stops. So it will be interesting to see. But I'm definitely looking at this Lakers 5.5.
Yeah, it's 5 elsewhere.
Player points. Who is even available for this game for points?
For Dallas?
I can see that player points market is opened
Oh.
for this one on FanDuel. Let's see.
They got everybody. Not everybody. They got a lot of players. They have the 5 for the Lakers: Doncic, LeBron, Reeves, Hachimura, Hayes, and they've got AD, PJ, Dinwiddie, and Clay for the Mavericks. So props to them getting lines up early for this game.
Yeah. What's the line for Jackson Hayes?
For Jackson Hayes, over 6.5 points, -102.
That should be like a easiest bet of ever. I mean, I won't make it official now to like it's a day up front, but this looks like a spot where
You can make it official play up front.
yeah, that just looks weird, super weird. Like maybe they play small ball against. I'm just trying to think.
Well, they're playing. I mean, Dallas go 2 bigs, so a lot of the time
Yeah,
they could go small.
let me just see. I want to see something like what's the? Yeah, I don't know. Like this looks like a spot where Jackson Hayes like they need to help a ton on. Yeah, I don't know. I won't make it official though. But I do have like a strong opinion. But I won't make it official. I just don't know like the minutes. If I'm not sure about is he playing 15 or 25 minutes. And recently with Hachimura healthy, he did play only 15 minutes every game. Yeah, that makes it a bit more difficult to assess. So I won't do it, but we'll see tomorrow.
Okay, we will see tomorrow. Let's keep it moving then. I think there's one more game for us to cover today. Then I see a lot of questions from the chat, which we'll go through. We have the Warriors away at the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix, it is starting to become a reality that this team is going to miss the play-in tournament, not just the playoffs. They've lost 6 games in a row. They have to play the Warriors and Thunder now. Then they play Kings in the final game of the season, but I don't think that game is going to matter. The Suns are 2.5 games back of the Mavericks for the final play-in spot. This team is a disaster.
Done. That's done. Done deal. Like 0 chance. KD missing the playoffs.
That's embarrassing. That's very embarrassing for this team, I must say.
Yep. On this game, absolutely nothing. The Warriors will thrive in this one. I don't see any chance for Suns to competing because Golden State has some defense to defend Suns. Suns don't have any kind of defense to stop the Golden State Warriors. Only like some crazy shooting variants can keep them in the game, and knowing how consistently Golden State Warriors shoots well, only when they're not playing Houston Rockets. I think this is like easy win for the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, Golden State should wipe the floor with them in this game and bury their season pretty much here. That is crazy. They're already limited from. Maybe they are. Well, they have 4 games left. The Suns, and there's 2.5 games back of the Mavericks. The Mavericks have to play 3 games. If the Mavericks lost all 3 and the Suns won all 4, they'd catch them, would they not? So, and maybe they are eliminated. It doesn't look like it to me, just based off the standings. But please,
They are. They will be tonight, but they still aren't.
they mathematically not eliminated. Okay, that's anyway, that's what I thought. Anyways, that is the slate. Wait, did we do the Boston game?
Nope.
All right. Going back. Apologies. One extra game here before we go to the chat. We have the Celtics away at New York. The Knicks are favored by 1.5. Boston have just run through the Knicks this season, but it's a bit of a rest spot for Boston. They're 4 games back of the Cavs. Not going to catch them, so they're going to set up for the 2nd seed in the East. But they could still win this game. Any thoughts for this one to finish us off?
I mean, if Tatum is out, then definitely can see Knicks being the favorite. If Tatum and Brown are playing, like, what the fuck is this line? Like, yeah. The Boston showed all entire season that they are only beating the poor teams. Their record against like the best teams in the league is horrible. They got absolutely cooked by the Boston every time they play them.
Yeah.
Can't see anything different today. Could see maybe a little bit of fuck less given by the Boston about this game. First 3 games they were like really trying to destroy the Knicks. Yep, this is very weird line. So they kind of expecting someone to sit for the Knicks. They won by combined 63 points over the 3 games. So they won on average by 20 points. 21.
Yeah, I remember the first game of the NBA season. Boston just absolutely mauled this team.
Yeah, and then second one they won by even more. The first one by 23, second one by 27, the last one by 13. But it was like some,
kept it close. New York, 13 only.
Yeah, so I don't know why they are favorites here. Like, yeah.
It's just the assumption Boston are resting players. I suppose Jaylen Brown is questionable. Jason Tatum's questionable. Drew Holiday's probable. Porzingis is questionable. Derek White's probable. So some combination of those guys will be out for sure in this one.
So I'm just looking. So this team played. So let's look at like when they played some good teams. They played last time they played good team was Clippers, lost by 13. Then they played against Golden State Warriors, lost by 3. Then they played the Clippers, lost by 10. Then they played the Lakers, lost by 4. Then they played the Boston, lost by 13. Played against Cleveland, lost by 37. Played against the Boston, lost by 27. Played against the Houston Rockets without, I think someone was big out. I think maybe Shingun or something. Won by 6. Played Lakers, lost by 16. Played Denver, won by 10. So, like, they, out of last 10 games against good opponents, they lost by 8 and lost by average, like, more double digits. So, they are not beating any great teams.
And in the playoffs, that'll probably lead to some problems. Although Pistons first round they should be okay. Second round against Boston, they're in trouble.
I do hope Pistons can switch up and play Pacers in the first round, and then we watch Knicks play the Bucks, because I want Pistons to have a good spot to progress.
Right, and I think that'd be I think that'd be such a great series, Pistons Pacers. I mean, Pacers Bucks would also be good. They've built up a bit of a mini rivalry. Any
series with the Knicks involved will be horrendous to watch. Yeah. So at least then give them Bucks without Lillard and without
All right.
Portis is back tonight though. Like, suspension is over.
Who?
Portis for the Bucks.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, Portis back tonight. All right, interesting. Big one to have back, and he'll be well refreshed for the playoffs. All right, let's go into the chat here, answer some questions, react to some bets. If you guys are enjoying the show so far, please remember to hit that like button if you've not done so already. Start us off, Jamrock Kicks asked about Zach Edey over 10.5 rebounds.
I do think he will get a ton of rebounds. I just don't know if he will be on the court enough to cover them, because this will be a blowout game. Last couple of games, we bet him rebounds against what? Against the Boston. I'll show last 4 games, last 5 games. Look at this hole here. Like,
that's what we had.
yeah. When we exclude that game, last 4, he averaged 15.3 rebounds. We bet over 7.5 against the Boston. Yeah. Fuck, man. Let me just see.
Yeah, he
if
had foul
he
trouble
started-
that game, by the way. Anybody wondering?
Yeah. Let's. I need to see something. That's if he is starting the fourth. Just to see rotation for Edie. So he starts first, starts third, starts second, starts fourth, and closes the fourth. So let me see. Against Miami. Yeah, okay. Against Miami, he didn't close, but he did. So let me see. Against Miami, he played 28 minutes. That seems like a floor, even though if it's a blowout. So that makes this bet kind of enticing. Yeah, 11.5, 10.5. Damn, like we can't do much because like I would probably want to bet over 11.5 rebounds and assists, but then it's not available anywhere. So like I can make this a bet because it's not available. So only the one that's available is rebounds, and I would prefer rebounds and assists. 10.5. Looking at this, looks like a easy win. Let me just see. Entire season. Let's go to the entire season. In games when he played 24 or more minutes. Kind of not there. When he played 26.5, it's 50-50 split. Hornets are one of the best matchup for rebounds. So I do lean over, but that's not like something crazy because I do think blowout can limit him.
All right. All right. Anyways, move on. Next, we'll go to Derek White over 14.5 points. And we talked about a lot of players potentially missing this game, so could lead to a lot of minutes for Derek White. What do you think?
Definitely. But seems like, I don't know. Let me see when, let's say, who are they going to rest first? If they're going to rest everyone, then this is a lock. But let's say Jaylen Brown is out and Tatum and Porzingis are playing. He averaged 16.3, but in games he didn't cover. He shot horrible. So this looks like a good bet if Tatum and Porzingis are in and Jaylen Brown is out. Let's see if it's other way around. Let's see if Jaylen Brown and Porzingis are in and Tatum is out. Then it's a good bet. Okay, this looks promising. Let me see in the spots where Tatum, Porzingis, and Brown are playing. So when everyone is healthy and playing, and he gets like 28 minutes, then again this looks like a great bet. So when he's not playing like top teams in defense, which is Orlando and OKC, looks kind of better. So we just need to last time look at the games against the Knicks. All 3 games against the Knicks he did cover, averaging 20 points against the Knicks. Porzingis didn't play in 2 of these. I don't know. Do we think they rest players? Like I know they don't have anything to play for, but still, maybe they just want to beat the Knicks and then go to the holiday.
With all the players questionable, I think at least one will miss. But we've been wrong on these sorts of predictions before.
In that case, this should be like an easy bet. I don't know why the line is standing right there. Where is it? 14.5. I mean, it's not something wildly available. It's on couple of spots. Points, rebounds, and assists maybe. Also not wildly available, but much better.
14.5. There's enough out there, I'd say. Minus 120 at a widely available book. Minus 115 at a less widely available book. but available. I'd say available enough. Well, it's 110 at a spot as well.
Okay, so when he gets 26 to 38 minutes against teams who are below average at defending guards, he hit the over in 74%, and that's excluding who is missing, who is playing, who isn't playing. So definitely looks like a good spot. So if we can make it available, a play, we must do it.
Yeah, let's play this. I'd say it's wide enough. Minus 120 for the show should be fine to play here.
Yeah, white is probable, and the other guys are questionable.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, if he misses, then the wager just voids, and we're fine. So.
Yeah.
I'm good with this. Derek White will add to the show here. With Boston at the Knicks. Derek White over 14.5 points. Minus 120. The way the market looks right now, I also think we're gonna get good CLV on this.
Also
depending on who plays, but if it stays with the players questionable, I think we'll get good CLV, and then things will change a lot when things shift around, when players are ruled out or ruled in.
Yeah, and I also think at 23.5 points, rebounds, and assists is a good pivot, because his rebounds and assists will go up without Tatum or Brown. If you look at the games without Tatum, he averaged 10.3 rebounds and assists, and without Brown, he averaged 11.5. So, and his line is at 9, even some 8s out there. So, still additional level of. And also he hits the points, rebounds, and assists the entire season on a really high clip, 70% of the time. And when you exclude everyone playing, he still covers this in more than 50% of the time. So really a good spot.
All right. That's what we'll play for Derek White. We'll keep it moving here. Did you want to play Zach Edey, by the way? There is minus 115 at 11.5 minus 115 available. I know you were looking at that.
Yeah, just nope, not enough available to me to just go there, and I kind of like it, but someone said, Baja Boy, losing coins on Edey has been a thing this season.
All right. We'll keep it moving here. We got quite a few more comments to go through, so we can be a bit quicker if you'd like. We have Chet Holmgren over 13.5 points, minus 125.
Now this is a blowout, right? If they are all out, Chet Holmgren. I don't know. This line looks like horribly placed line, considering his win rate, and when J-Dub and Wiggins are playing, and Hartenstein. It actually isn't. It's 50-50, averaging 14.7, and with blowout chance, minutes could be limited, and then it's actually a good line, which is weird to have a good line at 13.5 for Chet, but he's not doing much on offense, I would say.
Okay. So maybe not quite the lean for that one. But same game, how about Shea over 6.5 assists?
Lately has been diming like crazy. That's definitely a thing. Over 7.3 assists over the last 24 games, over in 17 out of 24. 70% hit rate last game against the Lakers. 9 assists and 14 potential assists in a blowout loss. Could see it happening, but what's the price you are getting? At that price, that's a no-brainer bet. It's minus 146 on FanDuel, and I think that makes sense a ton. Lakers have been like since the trade, like allowing a ton of assists to guards. Like they are covering like crazy. Halliburton had 18, Kobe White had 9, Fred VanVleet had 9, Steph covered at his line. Yeah, overall like dimes against the heavy help defense of Lakers has been doing great.
Okay, so a lean in that direction for Shea. If you have that price, I would definitely take it, by the way. Next one up, we have Bub Carrington. Actually, let's stay the same game. We'll come back to that one. Isaiah Joe over 6.5 points, plus 100.
I think I will go for threes, like three plus threes for
Right.
laddering. If it's a huge blowout and then he plays entire fourth, he can hit that. If it's not a blowout, he gets limited. Then you in these cases you want to take like a long shot. So if you are right, you are right. So yeah, that's my approach to these always. Like if it's a blowout, he plays additionally 10 minutes, and then the ceiling is much higher. And if you are correct with a blowout prediction, then you get paid very well. But if it's a 50-50 and on a blowout, and then I don't see the huge edge on this one. Can he hit this is in like limited minutes? Of course, but you want to like if you have like 50-50 chance for a blowout and extended minutes, then you would love to have like plus 250 or plus 200 when you are right to have an edge.
Okay, going to a different game now. We have Bub Carrington under points plus rebounds. Actually, there's no number here, but minus 125.
I don't know. Don't think the
18 and a half.
matchup
No,
is
17 and a half. No, sorry. This is 18
pro-
and a half. 18 and a half.
This is 18 and a half. He last 4 games he played 38, 41, 37, 41. So you want to look at it when he played like 32 plus minutes, maybe even like more, like 34 plus minutes, because that seems to be a thing with him. So let's do 32 plus. Last couple of games, his usage has been 18%, 25, and 18. So it seems like 15% is the floor. So looking at the games when he had 15+% usage rate and those minutes, he's over this line in 8 out of 13, averaging 21 points and 21 points and rebounds. And the matchup is extremely soft, so not for me.
Okay. 4 more to go through. We'll go flip back to the Knicks. Oh, sorry, this is not the Knicks. This is Timberwolves. Forced habit with Julius Randle. Julius Randle under 29.5 points, rebounds, and assists at minus 115.
Yeah, let me see. Like this is like need to check every box like with players who are in and out. On the season, he averaging 30 when he's playing between 28 and 38 minutes. He's over in 65% of the games. And I would say Bucks is average. I would say average matchup for him. To his position, maybe a bit more difficult. But yeah, I would say this like, and look at the similar players. Siakam, Jaren Jackson Jr., Jaylen Brown, Tobias Harris, Siakam, all covering like 6-7 in a row. So yeah, I would say no for me. I don't know if he played against them. He didn't. He was out in that game. So I don't see why is this a good under.
Okay. How about Steph Curry over 24.5 points and Warriors money line at plus 120?
I don't know how, but in all 3 games against the Suns, he stayed under. Though he had a decent usage.
What were the scores?
Lost by 8, won by 4, lost by 25.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I don't know for this one. I don't know. I don't remember watching the games and seeing the coverages. So, yeah.
Okay. Last one, Aaron Nesmith under 17.5 points plus assists at minus 110.
Nope, Siakam is questionable. If Siakam is out, then he should be able to cover this.
How about Luka Doncic over 150 points tomorrow?
Yeah.
Smash it.
I'm trying to see like that game. Luka will play very aggressively, but they set the lines like that.
Plus 1,500 for
They
50 plus.
they put like a huge hold on this.
Well,
Just because like
remember last time these two teams played? How did they defend Luka? They said, "You're not scoring. Other people can. You're not." 29.5. Tell ya. I'm just gonna make something on the spot here.
yeah, last time they played, he had 19 points. So
I'm gonna make something on the spot here, just to see, like, big SGP.
Jackson Hayes in that game had 8 points, even though he played only 16 minutes, but no AD on the other side. So.
Let's go.
But AD is playing at the 4. Who is defending AD? LeBron? Dorian Finney-Smith?
All right, I'm just Doncic. If they cover him aggressively, they double him, over assists, under points, and other players should be higher on their points.
I think you can do like Lucas rebounds as well. He had 15 and 12 last game on rebounds
maybe
and
8+.
yeah, think that works for Luka.
Yeah,
Luka will have under 29.5 points triple double probably.
Okay, let's say we made it a triple double. Yeah, I tell ya, I'm probably gonna look for something similar, especially if you can get a profit boost token somewhere. FanDuel has them a lot. They may have it for a big game like this, considering the lines are already out for it. Something along those lines is probably
Did you bet LeBron James 10+ points?
I don't even think it's a line anymore on FanDuel. Yeah, I think you need to hit up an exchange for that one. Yeah, not a line here on FanDuel. If not, I would include it in to boost the play by like 5 cents.
Yep.
All right. Anyways, that's what I'll be looking for either today or tomorrow for that game. Anyways, guys, let's wrap up the show. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate it. Smash that like button if you did enjoy. Make sure as well you do subscribe to the channel. We're going to be live tomorrow and Thursday this week. We're going to be off on Friday, and we'll be back for some content for the playoffs as well. So hit the notification bell so you know when that content is up here on the board presented by FanDuel. Last thing is the recap of the 3 bets. Harrison Barnes under 15.5 points plus assists, -110. Naz Reid over 10.5 points, -130. And finally, Derek White over 14.5 points, -120 to end it off. Thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in once again. We'll be back tomorrow, and we hope to see you there recapping yet another winning day for this season.